starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille on leaves, got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer.
Well, what it is, good people. Good to see all of you again. Welcome in. Hello, 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 hello. To you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brandley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour once again. Apologize for being late, y'all. So if you ever are using StreamYard, when you get done, there's a thing called cloud recording. So it does take a minute. So apologize for that. I usually stay in the studio just for a couple of minutes, just to make sure that the cloud recording is all the way complete. So, not mean to be late on purpose, and we were hitting it, but we are here. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all ready to talk about some Real Housewives of Potomac? Because part 3, Carrie Huger did not come to play, and I was here for it all. Let's get to it. Higher is waiting. Low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do, because my Lord Jesus. Okay, so we kick off part 3 with Monique. Pizza Slice Monique is what I'm going to call her, because she looked like a pizza slice. Okay, she really did. She actually woke up out of her bed, utilized her brain cells to form a brain, and thought she was beautiful. And that. Moving on. So Monique shows something, and child, we'll get to that later, because what has happened with Monique? My Lord Jesus. I mean, you said I would never come back, and then you came back because you tried to leave and everything else ain't popping for you. So you come back over here to get a check, say that you're healed, but yet you call yourself a binder bitch. Her words, not mine. I don't call women bitches, but she said she was a binder bitch, so I'm using her words. Monique said she was a binder bitch. So with that being said, she shows something, and did you tell Chris that Monique was filming with her children, right? That was a question that was asked, right? And Stacy then says, why would I want to harm you? I just got done with my own divorce with my husband that I live with. Are y'all remarried then? Because I thought he was your ex-husband. But hey, Carlos King thought that you were a star, and Vanity Fair gave you one of the top performances of the year. Both of those were lies. Vanity Fair is more respected than Carlos King has never been respected. So let's just keep it a bug there. But yeah, that was just crazy. I think the question came from Kiana. I think about, did you tell Chris that Monique was filming with her children, right? And so there's a person, why would Blake make that up? They blocked it out. I think it might have been Cookie or somebody. But Kiana wants to say something, and Stacy wants to land her plane, as they say. And Stacy showed texts before Monique came into the group, right? Because remember, all season was, does she know Chris? Does she not? And so she shows text messages that, show Chris and Stacy texting back and forth, but then she says she knows Chris socially, but then on producer cam, she said, I quote, I saw people and Timo saw people, Chris was one of the people I saw. So it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth energy. It's confusion, delusion, and just quite frankly, just a downright how can I put it? Damn combustion of just lies. The lies, the lies, the lies. I mean, to keep it a buck with you, this is how Stacy has been moving all season. Give me a moment.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days? Where the hell that bitch live at?
It's not just...
Well, Nene, that bitch Stacy lives in Potomac, Maryland. Okay, so we know where that bitch live at. I'm not calling Stacy a bitch. That's what Nene says at the end of the video, okay? But we do know that for Stacy,
time is slipping away from me. Yeah.
that's Jessie Woo's fault. She did that shit. I'm like, nope, I gotta add to the show. It was hilarious. But moving on, right? So Stacy's been lying all season, but somehow she gets out of it, right? So Kiana said Cookie was so upset, and this doesn't get squared away, he will send a cease and desist, and gave Stacy that energy, right? And Andy is looking at Wendy because Wendy's giving body language, and Wendy said the ties are, turning, and Monique said that she believes that person who said that. Now let's just break this down for a minute. You mean to tell me that a person who has lied all season has lied to you? Shocking concept. Like I said, we're going to get to Monique towards the end of the show. As well as happened with Monique. My Lord Jesus, you are not fully healed because you're hurting people. In the words of Giselle, I by no means want to associate myself with you. It was the neck roll with the finger roll. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Giselle has her moments, child. But anyway, let's continue. Hello, y'all, bro gangsters. Welcome and glad to have you here. So let's get back to it. So after all that, we talk about different events that were hosted. Ashley's Second Bloom, which Andy Cohen shaded during the Ashley segment of wherever that was. I'm like, damn. And then Tranquility, that was Angel's event. And then Nevis from Giselle. And then Colorado from Angel, again. And with Giselle, she apologized for the large robes, but did not apologize for not putting a name on Stacey's robe. But I'm just like, you know what? You can't win with Giselle, man. Like, she's got her mind made up about people before they even come into the group. Good damn. Just God. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Moving on. So one of the questions from the fans was, why were y'all in quiet circles all season long? And Angel, I will just say this. These women don't know how to be quiet. It's just like some cackling hens and some cackling roosters that will go live at midnight to complain that the Castle of Mary Chunsville didn't get an NAACP Image Award, but we'll have the Black Jazzi, Black Proxy, and Black Imagination to forget when they dragged Melody for the Queen Reality Television Award from the American Reality Television Awards that's been around over a decade. They thought that award was fake. But yet, Castle of Mary Chunsville didn't win an NAACP Image Award. So, of that energy of doing one thing, but doing another, yeah, that's in that group, Angel. So they don't like peace. They like strife, chaos, and they like moving like thirsty toxicity. That individual and that thirsty toxicity energy. That would be Wendy, Stacy, Ashley, and Giselle. Oh, let's not forget Monique. Moving on. So anyway, let's just keep going, child. So then they talk about the horrible singing, the Potomac choir. And then Andy asks who's the Beyonce of the group, and Angel says that she is. And I will say that between Angel and Ashley, I will choose Angel over Ashley. Because Ashley, we've heard your singing. You suck. S-U-C-K. Suck. Since we don't have Celebrity American Idol, since we don't have Singing with the Stars, your best bet is to go on The Masked Singer and win. That's the best litmus test we can conjure up to see if you're an actual singer. If you win that, maybe we can talk. But Fox, please don't do it. I don't think America should go through that hellhole. I mean, have you not seen when her and her mama sing, "Count on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid." Whitney Houston would say, "You better lay low, Ashley." Or Ashley, you better lay low. Anyway, let's roll on. So then they talk about Stacy's potato salad from the Potomac and Ponies a bit. And Wendy said, it wasn't that bad. These ladies, they have their moments, right? They have their moments, right? So anyway. So I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, Stacy, you got to take the wins where you can. She didn't say it wasn't horrible. She just said it wasn't that bad. Like, would you want her to drag your potato salad? Because nobody else supported you on that stage. So one of the questions was, what did the white people think of that episode? And, Tia said, I'm still gainfully employed. And Jazzi, who, by the way, Jazzi is also a part of that group that don't like peace, that they move in a thirsty toxicity energy and they personify for thirsty toxicity, that individual. Okay? Just keeping it a buck for all of you. All right? So, child, because Jazz was saying, then you have money for your husband and everything. Child, Jazzi is an airhead. Pop her balloon. What is she? What does she do? Why does she exist? And who gives a fuck about her? Sincerely. She got upset with Tia over a joke that had nothing to do to disrespect theirs. 14 days before my wedding with a fork. You think you powerful with a fork? You must be out your rabbit ass mind. But all of the energy be returned to Jazzi. Oh, she cannot handle it. She's a darker skinned version of Giselle. Tell me I'm lying. Moving on. So anyway, Angel, she recognized her mistake with the girls trip, but that's not how we do trips, right? It was Angel's first season. All of those ladies, he or she who has not seen Cast the First Stone, not everybody's first season is a great first season, right? Because you're trying to find your foot. I would like to see Angel back. I would. And before anybody says Angel can't come back, are we going to forget about Kenya Moore flirting with Apollo? Are we going to forget about Quad and Dr. G and, Sweet Tea and Dr. G being on Married to Medicine? Are we going to forget about the lie that Candy Burris potentially raped Portia? All the lawsuits and everything in between. If that can happen on Bravo, then Angel can come back. Okay, all right. I'm doing the show, so it's not that I don't see you. I'm just doing the show. Anyway, with that being said, I just feel like Angel got a bad rep, and all those haters, wastes of life, and people that ain't got shit going on in their real life. They review bombed Wonderland Adventures, and I wrote a review, child. I read the review live on here. That was fucking sick, disgusting, and tired behavior. Just because it didn't work out doesn't mean that Angel and Bobby don't have a business. Because some of y'all can't do a fifth core or half of what Angel does. Okay? And that includes Monique projecting on the Angel because she couldn't be a wife to Chris. And I know Chris couldn't be a husband to Monique, but it took two to do it. With everything that Angel's been through, Angel has been nothing but loving, kind, and gracious. Monique tried to whoop ass on Candace and looked like a fucking banshee out here. And she came out as a pizza slice and thought she was cute. Said no one ever. I'm guessing those oils don't seep through her skin to relax her. Child, moving on. I can't. Moving on. So, fans liked how there was a little room for Giselle and Ashley. And, nobody saw that it was overstepping for, Giselle. Nobody saw anything wrong with Giselle overstepping Angel. And Kiana felt that way. And Giselle said, of course. I'm like, hold on, heifer. Excuse me, if Robin was on the damn show and somebody overrode Robin's trip, you would feel away. So shut the fuck up, Giselle. Stop it. And that's why Karen came out and checked your ass about Angel. We'll get to that a little bit later. Now, Angel called Jazzi to see what was going on, and Angel wanted to find a solution first and then fix it. That's what most normal people do. They okay, my God, problems happening. Okay, let me get on that and fix it. I don't think Angel's an evil person. And it is crazy to me that Giselle, Wendy, Stacy, Ashley, Monique, and Jazzi feel like they can walk around and exist and feel like nobody can check them because they're on TV. If the president is a PDF file and he can be dragged, so can y'all heifers. Okay? Good damn. I really don't like people who think they hear when really they hear. That's like calling yourself unpopular opinion and thinking you're gonna be popular based on the opinions you give to people. Fuck wrong with you? Moving on. Child, listen. That's like calling yourself butterfly and then being upset that somebody knows an animal that outlives butterflies. Come on now. Come on now. That's like saying you're somebody's alter ego when that person who said it is a bigger channel than your existence. Child, don't try me. Okay, moving on. So, production texted Angel that her staff sent the wrong pin, right? Because somebody was at the site, but Angel got sent the wrong pin. Angel is taking accountability, and Jazzi is leaving the set. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Oh, you don't want Jazzi around. 1, 2, 3, fire. Damn. Got upset over somebody making a joke that was not trying to offend you, and Tia took responsibility. I'd rather have Tia as a friend than Giselle as a friend. And that's not saying a lot because Giselle ain't a friend to nobody but her fucking damn self. And she cares about her daughters. I will say that. The daughters are more beloved on Bravo than Giselle's existence. That is clear to see. Okay, moving on. So, after that, Karen arrives, okay? She is ready to go. So Giselle is excited and was going to sit on Andy's was going to sit in Andy's lap, I believe. So Ashley says it's like it's old times, and Wendy is glad to see her on the other side of this. Karen actually liked Angel. Thank you very much. And when Karen saw what she saw, she said, I wish I could have picked up the phone and told you to go fuck. I wish I could have picked up the phone to tell them to go fuck themselves, because Giselle would have said, okay, and moved on. And Giselle said, correct. So that goes to show right there, Giselle. Okay? Oh, absolutely. Come on in. You're good. You're good. And welcome in, y'all road gangsters. Welcome in. Listen, I just call it like I see it. Because you saw how Giselle laid there, roll over, and took in the words of Maurice Scott, who said that about his wife going through cancer. You see how Giselle shrunk. She knows that she did too damn much. And Giselle, before you say, I have the right to change, heifer, you didn't like Wendy. You celebrated that woman having a drink thrown in her fucking face, heifer. Better be lucky I ain't hosting the damn reunion, because child, Bravo and NBC Universal wouldn't be able to air 3 parts on NBC. They wouldn't be able to air the uncut version. They'll have to say, all this is shit, because Braylon just flamed them out. We can't use none of this shit. Better be lucky. Okay? Moving on. Now, after all that, Giselle sent notes to Karen. She got them. And also, Giselle said, I hope that she's in the elderly section. And, Giselle said, it was for your protection. Giselle, you're elderly too, right? And Karen will get somebody before your ass ever will. Tell me I'm lying. Mm-hmm. Your best friend Robin, her husband cheated on somebody that looked better than her existence. Hello. You know how John Cena says, you can't see me? We can see the bullshit, Giselle. Moving on. So then Karen shaded Stacy. Just and Stacy was like, I'm right here. Bitch, where? So anyway, Stacy said, well, look at where we are. And I love what Karen said. She said, no, just because I'm asking these questions does not mean that we're not cool. It's a line of questioning. Here. And Karen said, I'm here for new begins, but I'm not here for the lies. And Stacy, that's been said all season about you. But yet Carlos King, who anybody in the industry does not mention him in any damn interviews at all. Just collaborate with him. And Lisa Ray McCoy, you are bigger than Carlos King. You can do your own fucking damn YouTube channel. The Lisa Ray McCoy show would be fire. You can do it the style of Nene Leakes. Hell, you could do late night. I think Lisa Ray McCoy on late night TV would be amazing. Daytime. Lisa Ray McCoy, you are a legend. Why are you dealing with a fucking amateur? Fuck wrong with you? I say that with love, grace, and space. I loved you on Queen's Court. I mean, Lisa Ray McCoy Lee is a wonderful name. Listen. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, come on. And like I've said before, y'all do realize Reality with the King is just a remix of Nightcap with Carlos King that was on. He ain't doing nothing new. Moving on. I can't. Oh, my Lord Jesus. So anyway, moving on. So Karen is in recovery for life, and one of the biggest things was she did not know how to accept being an alcoholic. And at BravoCon, everybody gave a standing ovation to her. And Andy Cohen said, why should we, this is what the fans said, but through Andy Cohen, he said, why should we applaud someone who did something wrong that could have ended somebody? And why does she deserve this platform? Now, I want to go back to the interview that Andy Cohen had with Karen. And she said that, I agree. I think I will have to work for it. So it's not like Karen has never taken responsibility. Because, child, if Kenya Moore could do Revenge P, Karen Huger can make a comeback. I don't want to hear shit. And that's not dealing with colorism. It's right is right and wrong is wrong. Because it took weeks for Kenya Revenge P Moore to finally admit that what she did was fucked up. But God forbid if it happens to Brooklyn one day. Because sometimes the sins that you've done will fall upon your children. But I hope Brooklyn is bigger than her mama has never been. Okay? All right, moving on. Don't say it was my child. I was defending my child. I'm a human being with emotions and thoughts and everything else. So was Brittany Edie, you dumb bitch. Moving on. Good damn. Oh, did I offend y'all? Are you big mad? Is the heat too much for you? Because God forbid if it happens to you, I would hope to believe that somebody would say that was wrong that happened to you. Moving on. So after all that, Monique was being kind to Karen. And Andy said the cast has said Karen has not been accountable for many things. And, you know, the legal seafood thing happened. And I love Karen. She said, finally, Ashley got one of her stories right. I'm like, we've missed Karen. We've missed Karen. We've missed Karen very, 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 very much. And that Wendy was lying about a person talked to her about Karen. Wendy did not get thanked. And I feel where Wendy's coming from. But also, too, and Karen brought this up, that when Wendy went over to Stacy, you know, about, you know, Karen's sobriety and everything else, Wendy felt betrayed. And then there was a never before seen footage, right, of Karen and Wendy, and Karen talking about okay, all good. But basically talking about Wendy's mom being a witch, right? And so Karen was like, listen, she said her piece, Wendy said her piece. And Karen said, you know, I just want to say this, Andy, I really adore your mother, Wendy. I really, really do. I adored her, especially when she told you shut the fuck up this season. I'm like, Karen has clocked in. It may be the last episode of the season, but let me tell you something. The Grand Dame throws down, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, because it was that fucking good. One more time, because it was that fucking good. Okay. And by the way, Angel clocked that tea about Wendy with the Forrest Whitaker eyes and the asshole lips, because she did that look. I don't know if Angel caught that win for herself, but I caught that win for you, Angel. By the way, Angel Lee is a wonderful name. If you and Bobby don't work out, but I want y'all to be prosperous, joyful, and multiply, because y'all are a great couple. I think y'all on y'all own show, just like Dr. Mimi and Steve, would be great. For real. And then Karen said, you need to be quiet. You're talking too much. And Andy said, y'all not going to solve this because y'all both feel betrayed on y'all side. So then we get to Dr. Wendy, right? And everybody is, you know, giving their reactions. And Angel ate down. Okay. Let me show you how well she ate down. Now, I can't play the Bravo clip, but here is the translation from this brother right here.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light gotta be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong, in the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them, a weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.
That's basically what Angel said, child. And she said that, guess what? As she was punching me all season, it was really a distraction and a red herring. Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock that T. And honestly, Ashley said that was a reach. Your singing is a reach. Okay? You breaking up with that brother Josh, who you keep toying with emotionally. He should just break up with your ass. Because, child, what I see with Ashley is she is a lighter skinned version of a content creator on YouTube. Talks a big game, wants to say what's on her mind about this, that, and the third, and has to keep projecting in order for her to look like she's important when really she is a non-motherfucking factor. She's all vanity, but there ain't no soul in her. That's Ashley. You want to go on trips around the world. You want to have this rich lifestyle, this, that, and the third, but you ain't worth nothing to anybody. Because you're not worth nothing to your fucking damn self. Not everybody got like that. But if Josh really wasn't a man for you, on the words of Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough for you. Hey, now here's your chance. He already had your man. By the way, shout out to Tony Braxton for bringing Kayla Nicole onto the stage. I thought that was amazing. I really thought that was amazing. Shout out to Kayla Nicole. With that being said, right? If Josh really wasn't man enough for you, why are you still with him? Either you're going to accept who he is or you're going to let him go. You couldn't find love on Love Hotel. This dude seems to keep you level-headed, which Josh deserves at least a $20 million contract from Bravo for keeping your ass sane, so that way we can just see you in the background. But also, too, Josh should not have to change himself to fit your life. Moving on. I want to say that was a reach for Angel. But yet you believe you somebody important, but yet you don't. But yet, in the same token, there are more people against you for wanting you off the show than wanting you for being on the show. Shut the fuck up. Moving on. So Wendy said that the 3 to 4 months, that she was going through was hell for her family. And Andy Cohen said that Ashley, Kay, and Giselle, you don't come across as friends. And Kiana said the relationship suffered because she was going through that. Kiana, I would say yes and no, beautiful. I think that's a part of it, but it's not everything. That's just my opinion. But I love you, though. I'm pulling for you and Greg, and I love your energy, right? Be a little bit more of yourself without Angel, but also, too, you're a good ride or die. Giselle and Robin can learn how to be that to other people. Moving on. So we talk about the home broken into in 2024 before season, actually before that. So they went around and asked people, and Giselle said you need to check on your finances because during, I believe it was season 9 or it was a throwback clip, Wendy said, I don't know who I pay my mortgage to. I don't know where the light bill goes to. I don't know where the water bill goes to. I'm just like, wait a minute, huh? But then I had to think about the moment where she called AAA and they said that you don't have AAA. I don't know of one grown-ass woman that don't know what's not going on in her house. And what I mean by that is, of course, you don't know everything your partner is doing, but you know where your money is going when it's your money that you're working hard for and you're spending. When I heard that, I'm like, you don't know who you're paying your mortgage to? Are you crazy? Child, I'm just asking questions. Moving on. So after that, home broken into in 2024 before season 9, and then October 9th, 2025, that's when the police came. Karen is here for the children once when the children will be okay. And Karen said, I will not have answered anything on the stage today. I don't want you to go to jail. And you know what? I have to agree with Karen, right? And Andy, he didn't. I don't think Andy tried to incriminate Wendy. I mean, it is a public topic, so of course, if it's not on a reunion, the fans are going to revolt. So you gotta, guys, like something you don't have to. But I felt where Karen was coming from, but also too, the fans were going to be looking for Wendy to say something, right? Because the only time that Wendy has ever said something was at BravoCon. That was literally the last time before the reunion, and Wendy's mom and sister rallied around her, and Eddie's family too surrounded Wendy. Now, apparently, there are going to be separate trials for Wendy and Eddie. It looks like Eddie's going to have a full trial, and Wendy might just maybe not take the fall. You know what I mean? So I've been looking and watching and everything in between. Okay, so like I said, I don't say everything, but I do see everything. Okay, so but. Anyway, with that being said, Andy Cohen said that, some narratives are you pay your mom, you're renovating the house, you're dressing for the show, right? And, those narratives are true, right? And I'll never forget Susan said, you making me money. I'm just like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? So with that being said, the Pam Oliver, Eddie Hennessy, that was true. That in the court papers, that those names were for packages only, right? Now, Andy, if I was you, I would have been like, you know what? One of those people have something to say to you. And I would have brought Pam Oliver from Fox Sports. Now, I know that that's not funny, you know what I mean, in the grand scheme of things, because this is a very serious situation. It's a federal investigation. But, I mean, come on, Pam Oliver. There's not too many women named Pam Oliver, okay? So then the courts are saying that the Osefos have very little money and they're in substantial debt. And Wendy said that's what the courts are saying. That's what they're saying. And, do you have a plan for the children where they're going to live? And Wendy said, I pray to God that we don't get there. And Wendy said, I'm going to let it all play out. And Andy, I will say this seemed like Andy Cohen, the human being in this moment with Wendy, because he talked about how Wendy, led with her degree, led about family, led about, what she believed in. And it's really hard because so many people believe in her. And I thought that was a very sweet moment. It's an employee boss, relationship, because he is an executive producer on some of these shows. And so you can't be too close. But I mean, you're sitting down with them for reunion season after season. You're going to build some type of camaraderie. And then you have BravoCon, then you have Watch What Happens Live. So I thought that was a great moment. And, Wendy said you the best hugs. And Karen nodded her head yes, because she felt that energy too. And Wendy said that you see another side of yourself that you did before. And I'm seeing that I am a better woman for being in the storm. So we'll see. I mean, this hasn't gotten to a category 5 where, your life is over yet, but the hurricane is starting. Let's see how bad the damage is. So before Monique Pizza Slice Samuels left, before Karen the Grind Huber left, Andy Cohen did talk about the 10-year milestone for being on for 10 years, 10 seasons. That was a huge moment. Congratulations to the cast of Potomac and the staff and crew. To be on for a decade is not easy, okay? Especially with the attention spans being short and everybody is wanting to consume through social media, the fact that people still want to tune in. Congratulations to all y'all. Job well done. So then Eddie came out. He did not speak. But I think that was probably for the best. And they did not do any. They did not do any of the men this season, actually. So none of the men actually came out. So as they were getting to the end, Giselle had no package. I should be laughing. That's not nice, brother. Shut up. But it happened on the show, so I'm just repeating what happened on the show. So, they all went around and gave one thing that, they learned from this season and how they're going to move forward. Angel says just because you want to be zen and calm doesn't mean that you should skip over things that bother you. And for that, I am going to applaud her because that was a word. Give me a moment. Really, StreamYard, really, we're doing this? I thought that was very powerful. And we also got to recognize just because somebody loves being in peace doesn't mean that they can't break you into pieces and say what needs to be said. Okay? Everybody's got levels, everybody's got limits, everybody's got buttons. There was a whole movie called Inside Out where every emotion had a color. Quit thinking people are angry when they are saying their truth and you can't handle that the truth is about you. Moving on. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply, okay? So, with that being said, Tia said that I can be naive and sometimes not think about the damage that can hurt other people. Tia, you will be fine. I actually love your energy. I think you and your family can have a spinoff season. A spinoff show, rather, because, the way your husband is, the way you are, your kids, y'all seem like a normal family. Like, to watch Tia and her family for a full hour once a week, I would be here for it. Same with Angel. I think Angel needs to grow into herself a little bit more. But that's a star waiting to happen. Not to mention, too, she's a journalist. She could go work at NBC News. Like, come on now. She's got more streams of income than Giselle, Stacy, Wendy, Ashley, and Monique, and Jazzi. Moving on. So, with that being said, Kiara said that we have a lot more in common. Ashley said that she has not been as sisterly. What you say? Oh, so the fans saying that you're a mean girl. That you actually say you haven't been sisterly. Wow, so maybe the fans are right about your ass. Shocking concept. Moving on. Giselle said, well, since I did not get a package, even though I've been on for 10 seasons, my child is doing good. One of the daughters is the head of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporate. I got some cousins in AKA, okay? Listen, when you hear that, it is a decibel that is above Mariah Carey level, okay? Listen, just keep it in the butt. But shout out to the Divine Nine, all HBCUs out there. Yes. And also to shout out to Black-owned colleges as well, because there are some community colleges and technical schools that are Black-owned, okay? So shout out to them as well. So Giselle is dating a lot, but she wants quality. Giselle, you have to have quality within yourself before you look for quality in another person. But hey, listen, you're closer to the end of your life than at the beginning of your life to figure that out. But God bless you on your journey. she is going to have some new businesses. Child, you can't even handle G&A. And you're going to do a new business? Oh, Lord, okay. And, you know, Giselle doesn't like change. She doesn't like not being in control, as we can clearly see. And she does not like anybody existing in the world except her. She didn't say that, but I did because it's the fucking truth. But she said, I'm going to do better at embracing the different dynamics. You know, embracing different dynamics would mean you will be held accountable for what you did, for what you do to other people. And there was a content creator, I cannot remember her name, but it was a long form video about the deep dive of Giselle. Sister, I am so sorry, but I'm so sorry. I cannot remember your name right now, but you did an excellent job. You know exactly who you are. I think it's like, oh my God, I cannot remember her name, but she is on TikTok as well. Anyway, just type in deep dive. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Deep dive of Giselle Bryant.
Deep dive of Giselle.
Reality with Kristen. You, my sister. Two more times. One more time. Very well done. Very well done. Very well done. I watched the whole thing and you're a legend. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe to Reality with Kristen. Okay. So that is REALITY with WTHKRISTN. Shout out to her. Great job. Great job. Great job. The title is RHOP's biggest issue. Giselle Bryant, a deep dive. 72,000 views 1 month ago. Shout out to her. Yes, indeed. So Stacy wants to say the same, but be more direct. Child, being direct for you would be like Mia Thorne actually having an actual life. Let me tell you what happened to Mia when she got arrested. Moving on. So Wendy wants to lead with kindness. And Monique has been in Wendy's corner. Oh, we're about to get on Monique here in a little bit, so that's interesting. And then there's a champagne toast. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode 19 after show review. Now, let's get to Monique. Give me a moment, y'all. Is here from Bossip. Shout out to Bossip. And Danny, Canada. Gorgeous sister. Listen, we're Gap Tooth people. Shout out to you. Your Gap is gorgeous. RHOP was tracked. Monique backtracks audio allegations against Stacy amid Chris Samuels' dating discussion. I wanted to clear her name. Didn't you say you were healed and that you respect people, this, that, and third? Oh, but you're a binder bitch. I forgot. Okay, moving on. So let's get into it. So RHOP Reunion Part 3 brought the drama as Monique Piece of Slice Samuels played a leaked audio clip allegedly proving Stacy contacted Chris post-divorce. Ashley revealed later what viewers didn't hear. Ashley revealed something that we didn't hear. Can we trust her? Because if her singing's off key, is her memory off key too? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion did what it does best: serve look, side eyes, and shade. But a returning cast member is now clearing the air about audio clips she initially believed implied Stacy Roosh. I at least wanted to clear her name on all of it, Monique Samuels wrote on Monday, March 2nd, walking back what happened during the reunion taping hosted by Andy Cohen. On Sunday, Monique was seen playing a mysterious, heavily bleeped out audio clip that allegedly proved Stacy had contact with her ex-husband, Chris Samuels. In the audio, someone implies that Stacy told Chris that Monique was filming with their children, further fueling allegations that Chris and Stacy were secretly dating or had dated, a rumor that persisted throughout season 10. Unfortunately for us, and Curiosity production hit the censor button, leaving viewers in the dark about what the audio said. But what RHOP's Ashley Darby was able to fill in the blanks for eager viewers. Buy wig, hello drama. By the way, Karen Huger's wig on YouTube, to you, I have to say, I love your content. Bye, got your wig, ho. Now, Karen Huger's wig can say ho, okay? That content creator is about the business. They're actually funny, and they actually have a viewpoint that actually is impactful to the culture. Well done to Karen Huger's wig. Well done to Karen Huger's wig. So, by wig, hello drama, RHOP Monique plays a recorded bleeped out for us. That is basically someone claiming Stacy told Monique's ex that she was filming with their kids. Stacy denies it. Andy clocks Wendy on Cephal's body language and says it feels like waiting for Stacy to say more. Now, I cannot play the clip, but let me try something real quick.
I know y'all won't be able to air it, but at least I can just let you watch here.
So you hear the bleeping. It's a long bleep, child.
Okay, well, thank you for confirming that.
Stacy, did you tell Chris that Monique was filming with their children?
No, I did not. And yes, I was in that room with you because you were in my room and I came in to use the bathroom. I literally just went through divorce. I literally just went through custody and all of those things. Why on earth would I get involved with your business and your family?
So that's the beginning of it. Let me see here if I can find the other part here.
Expressions.
Here we go.
Monique, are you listening to this? It's simply not true.
I watch people's expressions. I watch body language. Wendy, I've had my eye on you, and I feel like you are looking at Stacy, waiting for her to confess.
Per usual.
Jazzi, no one asked for you to exist, to stand, or to be given a fuck about. Shut up. Moving on. Let's keep going, shall we? Here's what the audio said according to Ashley Darby while speaking at the Reality Rundown live show in DC. By the way, shout out to the Reality Rundown, always doing great content over there. Yes, while speaking at the Reality Rundown live show in DC on Sunday, Ashley Darby claimed that the audio included one of Monique's children asking, "Who is Stacy?" after allegedly overhearing their dad on the phone with a mysterious woman. So let's play it.
You heard that day at that time? I'm not asking you to tell me.
My tea to spill.
I'm just,
Is it? It is.
I'm just asking what you heard, honey.
Okay. So what we heard on that recording was essentially that there had been confirmation from one of Monique's children that he or she, because she has a daughter and 2 sons, someone had heard their father speaking to someone and asked, "Who is Stacy?" Mind you, they have no idea what the show is going on.
Right.
They don't have any idea of all of that, but somehow they had heard this name and asked Monique about it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of legality right now with what Monique is going through, so she couldn't share it, which really sucks. But when we all heard it, when I tell you jaws were on the floor, baby, jaws were on the floor. Okay.
My jaw was on the floor.
Right.
For the castmates, I called the fans of the reality rundown the castmates because they're included in the reality show of it all. Yeah. So the castmates, for all of you that do not know, when the housewives have little kids and they may not be together with the husband, if the 2 parents don't sign for these kids to be filmed, they can't film, which is why it becomes such a big deal and why Monique brought that up, because one of her children mentioning Stacy is definitely a big deal.
It is indeed. Yes.
Do you believe that well, I'm not gonna answer that because I was gonna say. Do you believe that Stacy only went to Jazzi's wedding after the cameras were going?
I know for a fact that Stacy only went. Yes.
Wow.
So that is the clip there. Shout out to Reality Rundown there. Now, as Ashley pointed out, kids usually don't wake up and randomly ask about a mysterious Stacy unless they've heard the name from somewhere. And since the comment came from a child, not someone on the show, it definitely raised some eyebrows, or as Ashley put it, when the audio play jaws were on the floor. And judging by the cast expressions, the audio left cast members in complete shock. Still, there was limits to what could be shared publicly, especially given Monique's current legal issues, said Darby, so viewers were left piecing together the puzzle like it was a Bravo-themed detective game. By the way, I don't know why Bravo don't have Bravo games as a division, but hey, why am I giving y'all free ideas so y'all can make more money? Moving on. Stacey Roosh denied the accusations during the RHOP reunion. During the reunion, Stacey Roosh firmly shut things down, reminding everyone that she had just navigated her own divorce and custody battle with her husband, Daniel Roosh. Now, I gotta tell you something. When I saw all this, it seemed like Stacy had no soul. And this was after Kiana talked about her QVC voice and how it's not for me. She just like that was terrifying. I'm just gonna say that. Bravo really used Stacy for that, for real. Hello, Dimples on Demand. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing. The couple who share a 10-year-old daughter named Arabella, that is Stacy and Tim Rush, finalized their divorce in 2014 but reconciled earlier this February. I am with my husband and my family's back together. Why on earth would I get involved with your business and your family? Stacy told Monique on stage during a reunion, why would I want to harm you? I don't talk to Chris. I talk to my husband. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you. Monique wasn't buying it. You said you weren't in contact, but you were because you showed me text messages from him before I even came around the room. In just in case anyone forgot, production rolled receipts, a throwback clip of Stacy showing Monique and the cast text message allegedly from Chris asking why his name was coming up during filming. Monique saying was, now I believe Stacy is innocent, but in true Housewives fashion, the plot thickened after the reunion wrap. on March 2nd, Monique Samuels hopped on Threads, which is basically the Twitter, is Instagram's version of Twitter, and revealed that after gaining more info, she now believes Stacy is innocent. I don't believe Stacy had anything to do with any of that bullshit, she wrote. I'll probably go live on IG at some point this week and give y'all the entire story. I haven't watched the reunion episodes yet, so let me catch up and get back to you. But I at least wanted to clear her name on all of it. Before the RHOP reunion, Monique told Boss that she was over the constant chatter about her ex-husband, Stacy. It was so annoying, she told Bossip about the recurring Stacy and Chris Samuels rumors. I came back to show how much I evolved. But wasn't that the move for Love and Marriage DC and then went to shit? Child, moving on. And it became this whole talk about my ex thing, which, like, I don't want to talk about him. If you want to talk about him, just go get my book. You mean your book or your binder, bitch binder, where it's like there's an X edition of the binder in each, tab. It's like Chris in the early years, Chris in middle age, the good times, the one to choke him out times. Like, is it a book or is it a binder from the Binder Bitch collection? I'm just asking the question. Okay. Now, Monique said that she was a binder bitch this season, so I'm not calling her a binder bitch. I'm using her words. Okay. All right. Moving on. Whatever I need to say and make peace with, I did in this book. Now, with new information in hand, the RHOP star, she's not a star, Bossip. I understand you're doing that for circumstances' sake, but it's okay. Because she was a friend of, so you could say RHOP friend of may finally be able to put the entire situation to rest. It's the fact for me that she walked out with a branded dress from Pizza Hut. Like, Pizza Hut, can you please come to the group chat and just confirm that you guys gave her this and just said, listen, we'll pay you $1 million to wear this piece of slice outfit. Okay. But she really thought she looked beautiful. I mean, if you put Monique Samuels in a circle, you put Jill Scott in a circle, people will go over to Jill Scott before Monique Samuels any day of the week. Okay. The ends and why. That's every motherfucking day. Okay. All right. Moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. I love what the fuck we do, man. I really do. I really do. So do not forget, I know that I have to catch up on Married to Medicine. I'll get your review. And of course, 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. We are still watching that show, okay? Just took a little bit of time off. For me to just relax a little bit. I definitely needed it. So. But yes, indeed, shout out to Dimples on Demand. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the review. And listen, at the beginning and end of the day, these women are on national television. And if you think I'm bad, I want you to go to the Bravo sector and look at who is who and then come back to me. Because I think you'll find me very tame compared to some others. Because some of these people, they don't give a damn fuck or shit. They will kick the back end. They will kick the ass in. They will kick the vagina in. They don't give a damn. At least I stick to what's on the screen. The only time I ever bring up anything from the world of social media is if it relates to the show. If Monique Samuels never backtracked, we would have never talked about it. I just keep it a buck with what I see. So, but yes, indeed. Y'all roll gangsters. Thank you so much. And Commander, you got the top comment of the night. I dig the vibe you got going on here, bro. Can I stay? You are welcome back anytime, my friend. You're welcome back anytime. Yes, indeed. So, we're gonna be chillaxing here. If you guys got thoughts, please enter them in the live chat below. Would love to hear from you. If you want to come up for just a little bit to give your take, I would love to hear from you. Thank God it's over. Oh God. But Atlanta's starting up. Lord Jesus. We'll be back at it. Oh man. You know what's funny? I think this was a live where Nikki News was here, and I said to her and some others, I'm like, should I ever really go a BravoCon, like just to see what it is? Because here's the thing, I'm not really in the Bravo sector. I review these shows because you guys like them, right? So I do give my full-fledged energy to it. But I believe that some people go to cons just to see what it's about in person, right? Just to say I checked it off my bucket list, nothing more, nothing less. And I feel like I want to go just to be like, is the fandom really that real outside, right? And I would be very happy just to like be in the back. I don't want Kay, Monique, or Ashley to return. Okay, listen. I understand Monique and Ashley. I think Kiana, I think that she has a personality where she seems like she's a decent person, right? And there's not too many people of that caliber on this show. So I think Kiana or Kay, she's decent. I do think that sometimes she might get a little ahead of her skis, but that's not to overtake the show. I'd rather have Kay on than Monique backtracking and lying on people, and Ashley saying she's not sisterly and still thinking she could be a singer out here. You know what I mean? Kay really don't bother nobody. You know what I mean? So, but I respect your take though. I do. So, but yeah, like I said, I would just like to go to BravoCon and just, you know, be in the back, be in the cut, you know, just sitting down, just watching everything. I may go live with Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, you know, from BravoCon and tell y'all what's going on live in real time and stuff like that. Just for the fun of it. But if my man, my life, my condo, my picture frame, listen, it works for them. You know what I mean? And listen, at least they were able to, you know, get to a resolve. Right? That's saying a lot more than most of the couples that are in the world of Bravo. But I will say this: if I went to BravoCon and one to recognize me, I think I would be okay because my reviews aren't really that bad. Now I know Angel and Tia, they would love me because I really haven't went in on them also too. They never given me anything to go in on them about. You know what I mean? So I do feel like, absolutely. I feel like, honestly, I would actually be really liked by some of the Bravo people. Now, there's some that will probably be like, oh, God, okay, he's here. He went in on me. But it's like context, conjecture, and connection. I went in on you based on what aired on TV. In the words of Karen Huger, I can only judge what you're giving me. So you can't really be that upset. So you never know. You never know. So I'm down and open for it. I think there's like an Instagram group for Bravo men, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So. But yes, so very, 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 very good after show. Dimples, you got anything else you want to talk about real quick, beautiful, before I get off? By the way, y'all, if you missed the Daily Boulevard, it was during our 6 p.m. show. I actually did 3 shows this morning. The first show this morning I did around 8:40 a.m. and it was about the raping of a 12-year-old young lady. The gentleman raped her for 30 minutes. One of the boys rather, put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. And then the other one held her down along with the person that put rocks in her mouth. So talked about that this morning. And then at 6 o'clock, we talked about 8 destinations. Let me bring them up for you all. So we talked about Malago Grams, the NAACP Image Awards, Pinky Cole, the Kennedy Center, CineSpace, rather, then the Kennedy Center. Then we talked about babies. Then we talked about MAC Cosmetics, and then we talked about Opportunity with Netflix. So we just did that about an hour ago. Did I speak on Wendy and the new updates? Yes, I did. I mentioned it briefly that it seems like it's separate trials and everything else. I will be following it. You know what I mean? We follow trials around here because, for one, it is a cultural experience. Just like for those of you who may remember when Kenya Moore did her confessionals, right? And she had that horrible AI picture and everything in between. And she did come on live when she said she was going to come on. And when she did come on, it was only for like a 1 minute and 30-second clip. And everybody was pissed off and stuff. You could go back through and watch that. That was epic. There was like 300 people over here. So if it's something that the culture really wants to talk about, is caring about it, and they want a space to fall, to talk, they want a space to fall to be able to have community with each other, I will make that space. So, when the trial gets going, we'll cover a Shout to We Go podcast. And there was one other content creator. I believe that was there at the beginning. But I think We Go podcast is going to try to keep a consistent schedule. So much like Love and Press to We Go podcast. Sure. So, yeah. Like I said, we drink our water, mind our black-owned business, and go on tour over here. And listen, in the words of Wendy Talk, and by the way, unfortunately, Wendy Talk is a very, 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 very good content creator. Who stands on business, and other people do not like her because they cannot be who they are, so they have to diminish somebody else because nobody gives a fuck about them in real life or virtually. So, but in the words of Wendy Talk, this is what Braylon Lee does.
Child Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.
Factual. Oh my Lord Jesus, child. Oh, what a privilege to carry all of our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to take everything to God in prayer and to be in peace that you are being responsible for your own works. My Lord Jesus. Ooh, what a word. Message. I praise him in the sanctuary. Since I'm breathing, I'ma praise him again. Yeah, shout out to J Moss too. But yes, indeed. So I'll stay on here for just a little bit longer, and then I will head on out. But thank you to everybody for being here. Sincerely, like I said, Dimples, I'm on demand. Much love to you. Please come back anytime. Always good to see you here. I think you've been here a couple of times before, so welcome in. Glad to have you here. Like I said, y'all, Road Gangsters, welcome in. Glad to have you here. And Commander, like I said, top comment of the night. I dig the vibe you got going on here, bro. Can I stay? You are more than welcome to come back in time. Actually, give me more. I'm gonna pin your comment real quick. Give me a moment. you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Like I said, I always love. Oh, thank you very much. Listen, this is the thing I want people to get right. I know that when people portray an image of somebody because they don't want to see the totality of a person, you miss out on a potential good blessing. If you ever want to drop in my chat, and like Dimples just said, hand to bed, great show. And she said, yes, thank you. She's seen me before. So she knows, and many other people know, if you come into the chat respectfully, I'll be respectful. You come in disrespectfully, I'll be disrespectful to you. Because I understand the assignment is bigger than all of us, right? We can all have our differences of opinion, but unlike Milagro Grams, who does lip service but can't complete the blowjob, okay, I actually stand on business. I believe diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging matters, but we also have to be responsible, accountable, and have integrity for how we go about things. You can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. If you can't, maybe you need to go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Google got time for you. Na na na, ta to do, yeah, yeah. La da 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 ta 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 ta. Say do 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 ba ba ba. Hush now, child. Get to know people for you. I will always bring up one of the greatest people I've met virtually is Mickey Vicky. And I met Mickey Vicky through Sassy through AO3. And she had her opinion about me for a long time, right? And, you know, I would just try to give love, grace, and space because, you know, sometimes we might have had a moment in a chair. I might have been up on a panel and I said what I said, you said what you said. But it was never personal. It was just about what was happening in real time, right? So I go into Sassy's chat one day. I said, Mickey, I hope we're good. You know what she said to me? She said, I've seen you around. I've actually watched you. I actually like you. So when you showcase your character, people will understand your character. All right. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing. Call yourself to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You spend time with me. And hopefully, I spend time together. We're also be great together. And I always remember what you do. Radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you are loving moments where people are being humble, like how Karen loved Wendy's mother when Wendy's mother told her shut the fuck up, and how Karen likes Angel. So Giselle, either step in line or get the fuck off the line. Make sure the replay is not just right for you to watch it, not just right for you to listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you. I always remember, I see love you gotta give it. I see love you gotta give it. I see love you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, whatever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn. So finally, y'all, listen. I just want you to know something about me. At the beginning, middle, end of the day, I am at peace because I know that my book is not over. And if you see anybody being upset about somebody being able to write their book, just know that their book is over. They got nothing else to write for their life. Okay? Every time I've been a bazooka, everybody else has been annihilated mentally, socially, in every other capacity. I'm still standing because I know whose I am. I know who I am. And I know that I'm about integrity, accountability, and responsibility. And I'm not afraid of a little bit of opposition because I'm about understanding the opposition so we can get to a connection, so we can have a space of understanding. Oh Lord, some of y'all closer to the casket to die than the cradle start life. And my Lord, I feel bad for some of y'all endings. Because it's gonna take the end for you to understand that you could have been better. Damn shame. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day. That was for the day. That's come for the blessing on the way for you, me, all of us as society, as people, as culture. I fill it up and send it right back to you, everybody. Peace. Love y'all. Oh, by the way, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must fucking apply. Now, bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.